Hey there YouTube, That's here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some extra special videos. This is going to be two videos in one. Pretty much it's just going to be one really quick battle showing how the team works, and one battle actually playing it against a really high ranked player. So this is going to be actually a triple battle using my team on the left using a Typhlosion, something new from Pokebank, versus Cameron on the top right. Now this first battle, you can pretty much see from the two-turn battle how the team is supposed to be played out. It's going to be, my leads are Kangaskhan, Typhlosion, and Togekiss, usually in that order. And Kangaskhan goes for a fake out, Togekiss goes for an air slash to flinch, or a dazzling gleam to hit dragons, and then Typhlosion goes for that big, huge Choice Specs eruption off the 252 special attack with Modest Nature. And that pretty much just destroys anything, all my opponent's hopes of living. So, you see my Kangaskhan's my Mega, he's going to Mega Evolve into Kangaskhan first off, and the Fake Out's just to hit things that can hit Typhlosion. You see my opponent goes for Mega Ampharos, that's actually a very common Mega in triples just because of the sheer bulk that it possesses, and of course it has Mold Breaker. My Kangaskhan's going to be going for the Fake Out on Lapras just because I know that Lapras can carry Ice Shard, and I want to get the most out of my Eruption, so I want to be at full health when I use it. I also didn't want to fake out the Chestnut because I didn't want to get Spiky Shielded. You see, I go for the Dazzling Gleam because I knew that he would evolve into Mega Ampharos, and it would do a little bit more damage to Lapras, and now the Choice Specs Eruption is going to happen. It's going to rain down from the heavens, and it's going to one-shot all three of them. Well, maybe one shot, but yeah, first turn done, and I've taken no damage, and I've killed everything. So right off the bat, things are going pretty good for me. Chestnut's going to go down too. So he's going to send out Hydreigon for his middle, Dragonite for his right, it's my left, and Gardevoir for the last slot. So my Togekiss is Choice Scarf, so it's locked in using Dazzling Gleam, which is fine because he still has a Hydreigon to hit. And Togekiss is going to go for it. It's the fastest thing. I see the Roselli Berry, I think it's called. It's going to weaken the damage, so it's only 2 times effective against Hydreigon. Yeah, Roselli Berry. Kangaskhan's going to go for a return on his Dragonite. It's funny, this guy actually didn't have Marvel Scale. Or, sorry, he didn't have Marvel Scale, he doesn't have Multi-Scale. But I just want to do that to break the Multi-Scale, and Typhlosion's going to go for another Eruption, and yeah, that's going to kill all of them. So this is how the team's supposed to be played. This is how I pretty much got to 1600 rating, which is absolutely nothing good. I'm at like 17 something right now, but this is how I won like my first 10 games on the ladder. Straight up, I take no damage, kill everyone. So now that you guys know how the team works, let's see how the team works against a real person. Like a actual good person. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. This guy has a Trick Room team. You can see the Reniculus, the Hariyama, Slowbro, Mega Ampharos, Marowak, and Talonflame just in case. It's a very, very good Trick Room team. This guy was a 35 rating guy, so he definitely knows what he's doing. Triples is, I looked him up, it's obviously his forte is triples. So let's just get into this battle. And I'm pretty much going to go for the same thing. There is only a couple situations where I would change my leads, and that's against Trick Room. Sometimes I would switch out Togekiss for Vivillon. But I didn't want to do it this time, because anyway, as a Hariyama, he could just fake out me. And I didn't really, like, want to fake out him. I had to fake out the Talonflame so he wouldn't hit my Typhlosion. That's what I'm going to do. So, Kangaskhan's going to come out. It's going to fake out the Talonflame so I don't get Brave Birded, so I can hit for the max power eruption, and yeah, that's pretty much what I had to do. You see, as Hariyama goes for a fake out on my my Togekiss, and since Togekiss was I really wanted that to not happen. Anyways, the eruption's gonna hit, but without the little air slash damage on that Reniculus, it's not gonna kill it even though I'm specs. Reniculus is too bulky, but it will kill Talonflame. And the Trick Room's going to come out. So what this means is, even though he has 2 things low, and all my Pokemon are still technically like almost full, I'm completely in a bad spot, because now he's going to send out all his strong things that are his secondaries. So I need to switch on my Typhlosion. I can definitely send that back out later. I go into my Vivillon because I expect his Marowak to attack me with some kind of ground attack. His Reniculus is going to pop Protect. That's smart. And my Kangaskhan's going to go for the Sucker Punch on the Hariyama just because I don't want a Drain Punch happening. Hariyama was going to die from Toxic either this turn or the next turn, but I didn't want like a Drain Punch or a Close Combat happening to kill my Kangaskhan. So Marowak went for the Boomerang on my Vivillon, which was Typhlosion, so it was a good switch for me there. And now Ampharos is going to be coming out. We can tell this is his Mega just because he hasn't used one yet, and that's a very common Mega in triples, like I said already. So I'm going to switch out for Scizor. I don't. I want to save Togekiss just because I remembered he had Slowbro from Team Preview, and I can definitely use it later because it would just get killed by the Ampharos. Alright, so he's gonna Mega Evolve. He's gonna get that Mold Breaker, which isn't really gonna be doing much this game. And Psyche's gonna come out from the Ranunculus now. It's gonna do like a good chunk of damage on my Scizor. I was very surprised how much it did. And Rock Slide's gonna come out from the Marowak. I really wasn't expecting the Rock Slide. I probably should have. But now that we know that he's not banded, because last turn he used Boomerang. Of course, it's gonna clock the Sash my Vivillon. 4 times effective. That's to be expected. And Ampharos is gonna miss a Focus Blast. So that's really lucky me. That's extremely lucky me. It's a 70% accuracy move. So, and it would have definitely killed Kangaskhan. Vivillon's finally gonna take out that Ranunculus with a Bug Buzz too. I could have went for a Sleep Powder on anything, but I really wanted to kill Ranunculus. So Slowbro is going to come out, and this one is, him and Slowking are really similar. Slowking's more special defense oriented, Slowbro's more physical defense oriented. Both of them pack Fire Blast and Flamethrower, so I'm trying to wait out the Trick Room here. I go for Protect with Scizor and Vivillon, and Kangaskhan's going to go for the Sucker Punch, expecting this to be just my last turn alive ever. Yeah, it's not going to do that much damage. I got the second crit on the weaker of the punches. Slowbro's going to go for the Fire Blast, Scizor's going to Protect, and Mega Ampharos is going to go for the Dragon Pulse on my Kangaskhan. He gets a crit, which finishes me off. I think he needed it, but, you know, you can't really be sure. Marowak's going to go for a Rock Slide. I protected myself. It was great. Alright, so Talonflame's going to come out. Vivillon went for a second turn Protect just in case. And I go for the Bullet Punch on the Ampharos and a Brave Bird, so I tried to hit it with 2 not very effective moves because I need this thing gone. It can kill all my Pokemon. And you think he would have turned the game around by now, because things are definitely starting to go in his favor. Slowbro's going to Fire Blast my Scizor, which really sucks. Scizor's going to die. That was to be expected, though. And then Ampharos is going to Thunderbolt my Talonflame. And then Marowak, I think, kills my Vivillon with a Rock Slide. So this is the power of Trick Room, and the power of someone who actually knows what they're doing. I had a great lead right at the front. I had 1 thing dead and 2 things in the red, and he turned it back on around having an extra Pokemon on me. But the Twisted Dimensions have turned back into normal, the Trick Room is gone, and it's time for Typhlosion to work his magic all over again. And good thing I saved my Togekiss. I'm going to go for the Air Slash on the Slowbro just to get good damage because he's not that strong against special attacks, and the Eruption's going to hit hard. The Eruption's going to one-shot the Marowak, finish on the Ampharos, and do a good chunk to the Slowbro, and at this point, there's no way the Slowbro can do anything. If he pops Trick Room, he can't fight both my things, and if he pops Scald on any of them, he actually opts to Scald my Togekiss instead of my Typhlosion. Maybe he thought Ampharos would kill Typhlosion, or Marowak would. I don't really know what that was about. Either way, he died, and this was a really cool battle for me, because normally, this is one of the first battles I actually fought against someone who knew what they were doing. I had been just playing games against people who were getting Ravel Stomped by my great opening, and it's really fun going into like the 10 or 11 turn games in triples, because you have to time out everything. Like you time out the Trick Room, have to get like hit high end, like account for flinches. It's like a more advanced doubles. I'd almost say like I don't want to say it's more competitive, but it's definitely more fun. Not as fun as rotation. Nothing's as fun as rotation. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little triple battle experience with me previewing my triples team with a focus on Typhlosion, which is one of my very favorite Pokemon. Sorry the camera's a bit off, but that's just how I recorded it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.